to my very first ever recorded reading, my very first YouTube reading. So the idea kind of just popped into my head the other day that perhaps, this is a direction I should take. And so I thought, okay, let's do this. Let's just, what's the saying? Face the fear and do it anyway. So here I am doing my very first reading. So today's reading is going to just be a general reading. And, as I start to evolve with this, I'll break it down into, probably the elements, into the fire, water, air, earth. And then, of course, try and break it down further into a reading for each zodiac. I'll look at the different times of year, different moon phases, romance readings, because everybody seems to love romance readings. And of course, work or just general life readings, whatever spirit, wants me to pass on to you. So normally the way I do readings is just, privately, and I make notes and write them down that way. But so this is branching out for me into the virtual world now. So it's really exciting. And so again, welcome, and I will start the reading. So today's reading will just be a general reading, and it's timeless. So whenever you come across it, it's fine. Messages from Spirit will find you no matter when. Whenever you need it, you will find it. So don't worry about the dates. I tend not to worry about the dates with that sort of thing. And I will be using a mix of oracle cards and a tarot deck as well, maybe a couple of tarot decks. I like to multi-layer my readings. For me, it's kind of like doing a jigsaw puzzle and, building up the picture. So let's get started. So I'm using, this is actually my deck that I created, and it's called Oracle of the Rose. And so I'm going to start the reading with some of these cards. So the way I work is I work with jumpers. Spirit decided quite a while ago that's how they wanted to work with me. Kind of took the pressure off me of knowing, when to stop shuffling. So first one out. Wow, full moon. I can't believe it. Today is the full moon in Cancer. This is just incredible. So we're on the right track. I'm so grateful, Spirit. Thank you so much. Whoa, here we go. We've got some more cards. Okay, so that's awesome. So we're in line with what's happening with the moon. So we have full moon, we have lighthouse, innocence, priestess, and rabbit hole. Okay, so the full moon, of course, is in all her glory at the moment, shining brightly. And we can see here in the lighthouse card that, we have the moon as well. And on top of her head is a lighthouse, and the light is shining brightly. So someone here is navigating their way at the moment through life, and it could be, whatever situation resonates for you. And if you've been feeling a bit lost at sea, you have what it takes to find your way to shore. The path is being lit up for you. So that's really comforting to know. And innocence, a time of innocence. To me, innocence is mainly about, going back to childlike wonder and just, being fascinated with life again and looking at life through the eyes of a child. Because, as adults, we get so caught up in our problems that we, become a little bit too serious. So that's a lovely message. So if you have been feeling a little bit too serious, or just, feeling a bit heavy and weighed down with things in life in general, now's a good time to, be a child again and just, live life as if you were a child. Then we have the priestess card. So the priestess, this is a card of intuition, and this ties in beautifully with the full moon card because, you know, the full moon is about mystery and, you know, our emotions and intuition. And the priestess, of course, is, you know, a master of her intuition. You know, she can delve deeply into the unknown. And especially with this full moon now, so if something, you know, has been eluding you, you're not sure of something, you know, the priestess with the full moon is showing that, you know, now you can tap into that inner wisdom and find the answers that you need. And rabbit hole. So this card is funny. This one's been coming up for me so much lately. And, you know, it's a lot of things. Firstly, one of it could be that, you know, if you've been like an ostrich and you've buried your head in the sand, well, now is the time to pop your head up and have a look around your surroundings. And again, I feel this is especially highlighted by the full moon card, because the full moon is about illumination. And, you know, we can see things in the dark, you know, that we normally can't see. So, you know, if you've been hiding your head in the dark, it's time to pop up and have a look around. And also, you know, if things have, you know, you've been interested in a few different things and not sure what to do, it might be saying to take an adventure and pop down one of those rabbit holes and see what you can find of interest. So next I'll do some more oracle cards. I will write down the name of the oracle cards because I tend to get, I forget sometimes offhand, you know, what the cards are called. Ah, beautiful, Mermaid's Love. That's just gorgeous. And actually, I just want to say, this ties in beautifully with the Innocence card. Now, Innocence is number 24 and Mermaid's Love is 24. So here we have, you know, love. So this is just beautiful, you know, and innocence also for me as a reader means pure love. You know, it's a real love, an authentic love that's just, you know, it's unconditional love. There's nothing that's involved with the ego. It's just a pure love. So, you know, if someone's looking for love or you're thinking about someone and you have someone in mind that, you know, you think is this person in your life, then this is such good clarification. It's just beautiful. Absolutely perfect. Mermaid's Love with Innocence. And let's see if Spirit has anything else for us from this oracle deck. Oracle of Mystical Moments, perhaps it is. Catrin Welz-Stein. It's a beautiful deck. Anything else, Spirit, that you would like to tell us from this oracle deck? This one's popping out. I'm just going to grab it. Red Garden. Lovely. Oh, so this one is feeling so peaceful and calm. It's just the lovely aqua colors in the background here. And again, this red flower is standing out. So, you know, and red is associated with love. And I'm also noticing that, you know, we have the turquoise colors here and here as well. So, you know, it looks like there is some love there. Definitely. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Gift. So isn't that just absolutely perfect? So looks like a gift in love, perhaps. And this one is from Colette Baron-Reid. Sorry, I really can't, off the top of my head, I'm just not remembering the name of these oracle cards. And here we have Flexible. So if there's something, you know, you've been a little bit stuck with, or, you know, not wanting to bend, well, Spirit is saying, you know, right now is a good time to be flexible, and especially with never-ending story. So if you're being stuck in your head about something, Spirit is saying you've just got to let it go and just be flexible. And let's see if there's anything else. So all that glitters, imagine, and mending. Okay, so for some of you, perhaps, you know, you've had some problems in a relationship, and perhaps this is where it's coming in, you know, the never-ending story and to be a bit flexible. So if someone is having an issue in a relationship, and it can be any relationship. It can be a friendship, could be a family member. I'll just move these cards up a bit so you can see them. Then now is maybe a good time to work on mending, as we have the mending card here. And imagine, everything starts within our hearts and our minds. What we see in our outer world is really what's happening within our inner world. So if there are things in your life that you're really not happy with at the moment, then you need to have a look at your thought patterns. And again, this is here in Never Ending Story. So if you're going over something in your mind constantly, if you, let's say for an example, you're having an issue with a sibling, and and in your head you're going, my sister's, she's always this and she's always that, and she never sees things my way. And so this is the story that you're telling yourself in your head. And then of course eventually, that's what you're going to see in your outer world. But when we, change our mindset, we can actually change, our relationships with people, or the way things are happening in our world. So just be mindful of what thoughts are going around in your head. Try and break that pattern, because once you become aware of it, you can break it, and you can move on from that pattern, and you can start healing relationships and mending things in your life in general. And then we have all that glitters. So maybe there's something in your life at the moment that is too good to be true. So that's just maybe something to be mindful of, that this could be the case. And of course for everyone, these things are different. So if that kind of rings a bell, just be mindful of that. And with the full moon, there's something maybe that will come to light then, something that might have been a bit of a mystery, again with the priestess card, because the priestess is about mystery. So if you've been having niggly feelings and doubts about something, listen to your intuition, because your intuition won't lead you astray. And and you feel that in your body. So if your body's telling you something's not right, listen to your body, because your intuition and your body, they work together. And also it just makes me think of this red garden as well. It's just something to be cautious of. So I'll just grab the tarot and let's see what we have here. Any final messages for the viewer, please, Spirit? What would you like the viewers to know? Okay, so here we go. So we have the Knight of Cups, we have Death. Death does not mean death for those of you that are unfamiliar with tarot. It just means transformation. That's all it literally means. And the same as the Tower. So it looks like here we have some divine intervention happening, or a lightning bolt moment. So which makes me think of Lighthouse over here, where she has the light ding is going off on top of her head, and the lighthouse is like a tower on top of her head. And over here we have the Tower, where the lightning bolt comes in. So the Tower isn't always a difficult card either. The Tower does mean something falling away that was built on shifting sand, because the Tower card is built on shifting sand, basically, is what it means. And so, that falls away to allow for something stronger to come in, or, something more real and, with a better foundation. And, that's really confirmed by the Death card, which is the same thing. So, and looking at here, we have the Knight of Cups. And what's interesting is, if you look at this card and this card, this Knight of Cup is someone that comes in to, offer something. And the cups are cards of emotions. So this Knight of Cup is coming in to offer something emotional. And, that can be an apology. Now, if that's an apology, here he comes into death. He's transforming into death. So this Knight of Cups really looks like he's actually transforming, and something is happening here It's a major transformation. You know, perhaps this Knight of Cups is having a lightning bolt moment. You know, they're having an epiphany, and it's going to cause a major transformation for this person. So I'll just see if we can get more clarification on that, please. Spirit, thank you, Spirit. What else can I tell the viewer? Anything else for the viewer, dear Spirit? Truly grateful for all of your messages. What else would you like the viewers to know? What outcome is there to this situation? Okay, wow. So we have the King of Wands here. So it looks like, you know, someone really is evolving. So someone is starting out as a young person, you know, a young knight, maybe a little bit immature, going through a major transformation here, you know, major revelation, and they're coming out a king. And the King of Wands, you know, he's a fiery and passionate man, and he's, you know, he's a king. So he rules his kingdom. So he's no longer going from this quest, but he's now made it to the throne, and, you know, he's wearing his crown. So it looks like there is someone here going through a major transformation. It does appear to involve love. I don't really see anything sad as in heartbreaking here. Definitely not. You know, we do have healing here with the mending, and I think, you know, someone's in their head about things, overthinking things. And it could also be this knight. You know, this knight could be in their head about something and, you know, needing to be flexible. So either way, there is someone here definitely going through a major change at the moment and, you know, becoming, you know, ruler of their kingdom. I'll just see if I can get anything else. Here we go, the Chariot card. And the Chariot means taking control of your life. You know, the Chariot card, oh dear, sorry about that, it's out of the view there. But the Chariot card, it means overcoming, you know, being torn in different directions, because, you know, the Sphinx is here, one's, you know, going this way and one's going that way. And, you know, the Chariot represents taking control of the reins and, you know, just moving in the direction you want to go. And, you know, and the Chariot is closely related to the Magician card. And, you know, the magician manifests things and, you know, makes things happen in his life. He has everything that he needs to make things happen in his life. And the other thing about a chariot, you know, when you think about a chariot in Roman movies, you know, they're very fast moving. So it looks like this transformation is going to happen quite quickly. So if it's either for you or if you know someone at the moment you think might be going through this transformation, you know, it's definitely all happening. Oh, and underneath here we have the Strength card. So, you know, if it's for yourself and, you know, you've been worried about things changing in a relationship, you know, it seems to be based a bit about a relationship here. So, you know, if you've been worried about things changing, you know, it's okay. Change is good for us. And, you know, the Tower is divine intervention as well. So, but again, I don't really see anything really bad or heartbreaking. I think it seems to be more about growing and learning and, you know, evolving. And underneath we have the Strength card. So, you know, if this is you, you have the strength to overcome whatever it is. And again, you know, with never-ending story here about being caught up in your mind, well, the Strength card means overcoming your inner demons. It's overcoming those negative thoughts that, you know, keep you stuck in a loop. So I'll just see here. So the Death card is Scorpio. So I have a Scorpio. I have strong Leo here with the King of Wands and the Strength card. And the Chariot is the card of Cancer. And I'm really sorry, I can't think of what zodiac goes with the Tower at this stage. But so that's pretty much the message from Spirit. So thank you so much for listening to this reading. I really hope it's been helpful to someone, at least, you know, a couple people. Hopefully find it beneficial. So thank you again, and I look forward to doing more readings for you. Bye.